The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus took Peter, James, and his brother John and led them up a high mountain by themselves. And he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became white as light. And behold, Moses and Elijah appeared to them, conversing with him. Then Peter said to Jesus in reply, Lord, it is good that we are here. If you wish, I will make 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. While he was still speaking, behold, a bright cloud cast a shadow over them. Then from the cloud came a voice that said, This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him. When the disciples heard this, they fell prostrate and were very much afraid. But Jesus came and touched them, saying, Rise and do not be afraid. And when the disciples raised their eyes, they saw no one else but Jesus alone. As they were coming down from the mountain, Jesus charged them, Do not tell the vision to anyone until the Son of Man has been raised from the dead. Friends, sisters, and brothers, the Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Please be seated.
Ngayong umaga, palagay ko, pare-pareho tayo ng ginawa. Upon rising, ako at least, I cross myself, I make the sign of the cross and go to the bathroom for my morning rituals. And one of the activities that we usually do is look at the mirror. Tama po ba? Tingin kayo sa pagkataayusin natin ang muka, maghihilamos tayo, etc. Magsusuklay para sa mga mahahaba ang buhok, etc. etc. Ano ba yung nakikita natin sa salamin? Ating muka, hindi po ba? Tinitingnan natin, ayos ba ang ating mga mata? Ayos ba ang ating mga ngipin, etc. Lahat, ating anyo. What we see in the mirror is what we get. Actually, skin deep lang yung nakikita natin sa ating salamin. Hindi yan kagaya ng ating nabasa sa ating ebanghelyo sa umagang ito where the Lord was transfigured before the eyes of Peter, James, and John. Kapag ganoon, nakita ng 3 apostles na yan, hindi sila makapaniwala, di ba? They were overwhelmed by what they saw. Kasi yung sa mirror, it is just about our appearances. Transfiguration po, I think it reveals who Jesus was. Tayo din, kapag tumitingin tayo sa isang salamin, we have to go deeper than what we see, the physical attributes that we have. Kung tutuusin nga, para rin meron tayong transfiguration na potential na nasa atin. The transfiguration revealed the origin, the purpose, and the end to which Jesus aimed. Palagay ko, nasa salamin din ang ating origin, ang ating purpose sa buhay, ang kahulugan ng ating buhay, at kung ano yung dapat nating ini-aim araw-araw. Mirrors show only external appearances, but the transfiguration reveals a present reality. The transfiguration is already within us and the world. The glorified and transfigured Christ is the example, isang halimbawa of our own creation. Kahit nasabihin natin na medyo magulo ang ating mundong ginagalawan ngayon. Titingnan natin ang gera sa Gaza, sa Ukraine, ang gutom sa Africa, ang nangyayari sa Thailand at sa Cambodia, sa kanilang border. They exchange putukan, di ba? Hindi nila alam kung kanino nagsimula, ayaw nilang may makikialam. And yet, it is just like the experience of the apostles in today's transfiguration encounter. Hindi nila nakikita sapagkat sila'y na-overwhelmed din ng tulog. Diba? Kapag tayo gumigising, ayaw nating gumising. Actually, gusto natin matulog pa tayo. And in that stage of our wakefulness, kung minsan may nakikita tayo. Diba? Kagaya rin ng mga apostles, ano nagaganap? What is happening? Because they are weighed down by sleep. But the transfiguration experience for the apostles, James, Peter, and John, was the deepest reality of who they are. Kasi nakita nila, nagkaroon ng pangitain. Hindi lamang si Jesus, di ba? Nag-uusap sila ni Moses and Elijah. Sabi nga ng isang manunulat that is already an evidence or a proof that there is life after death. Our spiritual journey is also like what the apostles experienced. That there is wakefulness and there is also drowsiness because of our human condition. Sometimes we are blinded by the presence of God and the goodness of creation, which allows us also to do violence. Kaya nga kuminsan nagagalit tayo, sinasaktan natin hindi lamang ang ating sarili, kundi ang ibang tao, pati ang mundo ng creation na tinatawag. And yet, the apostles saw for the first time what has always been there. Yun. They saw the light of divinity fully manifest in a human being, Jesus. Something a mirror cannot reveal by itself. Peter, however, misunderstood what was happening around him. Kaya nga kung ano-ano na lang sinabi niya, di ba? Master, baka magtayo na lang tayo ng kubol dito, isa para sa iyo, isa para kay Elijah, isa para kay Moses. Hindi niya alam kasi kung ano nangyayari, di ba? In other words, Peter, representing humanity, was trying to build a dwelling place for God. But it is actually God who makes humanity the dwelling place of divinity. God it is who makes humanity the dwelling place of divinity. Yun ho ang dapat mangyari sa atin. This is most profoundly revealed in the transfiguration of Jesus. Hindi lamang yung ating nakikita sa ating katawan, yung ating na-experience. Hindi. The Lord is always making that attempt to establish His residence, His divinity in our humanity. The whole of creation participates in the glory of God. Humanity alone, however, is called to the Mount of Transfiguration. It is there that Christ reveals who we are and who by grace we are to become. Yun. Diba? Meron tayong pag-asa. Nangyari ito sa Panginoong Jesus. Mangyayari din yan sa atin. If we strive for it, and by the grace of God, we will see also ourselves transfigured before God.